Musikproduktiv und Musitalk TV präsentieren den Videocast von der Musikmesse 2011. Hallo und herzlich willkommen zum Messecast 2011 von der Frankfurter Musikmesse und ich bin jetzt bei Roland und neben mir ist der Stefan. Hallo Stefan.
Hello. Let's switch in English.
Yes, of course. I have a couple of questions. You're showing a Jupiter-80, and I used to work with an MKS-80, which was actually the rec version of the Jupiter. And how much Jupiter-8 is in the Jupiter-80?
100% of the original philosophy, but the original philosophy is something that many people ignore, and I will explain it to you if you want to. Of course, many people remember the Jupiter-80 as being one of the finest analog synthesizer in history. But when you speak with the engineers that were working on the team of the Jupiter-80, they really want to achieve one goal. It was to recreate acoustic instruments. It sounds totally bizarre, but that was their goal. And it makes sense when you look to the products that were released in the 81. 81 was the birthday, the release date of the Jupiter-8. But in 80, two famous products were released, the TR-808 and the TB-303.
I also used the TR-808 as well.
Well, and these were supposed to replace an acoustic drum set and an acoustic bass, and they totally failed in doing that. And that's why, commercial-wise, marketing-wise, these products were total failure. Their success came later.
Stefan, so let me think. So this one, how does the Jupiter-80 fail?
Well, it could have failed because it was supposed to recreate acoustic instruments. And when you look to the preset names of the Jupiter-8, you will find names like clarinet, sitar, marimba. And when you look at these, you say, oh, is that a clarinet? Fortunately, the Jupiter-8 was a big success because of the 80s and all those new artists that were looking for synthesizer sound, and this is a fine piece of equipment.
So let me try to understand. I think what you're trying to say is that the philosophy is the same.
So philosophy is the same
because back in the 80s it was also trying to emulate all these original sounds, but obviously it failed, but it was successful in other ways. Like the 303 was supposed to be a bass guitarist, and now it was suddenly was a techno machine.
And the Jupiter was supposed to be all other instruments. But just to say that now we take the challenge again, and we try, and I think we succeed this time to be very close to acoustic instruments thanks to modeling. Of course, because of the Jupiter name, you will find a brand new virtual analog engine which is able of outputting massive analog sounds, and I will invite you to go to the demos and to listen and to judge by yourself.
But you'll be playing in a minute here?
I am an engineer, I'm a good player.
Oh, okay, no problem. Last question. There was some people I talked to at the fair. They said, well, they were expecting something more close to that analog sort of feel.
Yes. I think it's because they are living with the souvenir of the Jupiter-8, but they do not realize what was the real story behind the Jupiter-8. And inside Roland, for the 30th anniversary, the engineer wanted to take the same philosophy and to refine it. But I can reassure those people, the virtual analog engine inside the Jupiter-80 is one of the finest so far.
So it's basically both. It's both.
It's both. Yeah.
Great. Thank you very much for explaining to us.
Thank you.